everybody, and welcome back to Very Biased Opinions for an ultra special version of Premier League predictions. Why is it so special? Because we are in the flesh, living, touching, breathing on each other. Before we jump in, thank you, hide the chins. Before we jump into this round of predictions, please play along at home as well. Play along with the predictions game. Put your predictions down below. We'll give you shout outs, and we'll start doing that from next week at the start of these videos to see who did well, who did badly, and we'll absolutely hammer you if you did badly, because Lord knows we do badly at this sort of thing every single week. Hit like, hit subscribe, and let's jump into this. We've got some belters to start with, but I feel to keep his attention, I have to start with what I'm assuming are going to be the league leaders, because we are doing this a bit ahead of time. Man United versus Aston Villa.
Yep, so Aston Villa are coming off what looks like at least a 3-0 victory. They are finishing that off as we speak. It's in the corner there, so if I keep looking over there, it's because they just scored 3 goals in 16 minutes.
Wait, did I say vanilla?
Yes, you did. Fuck. I know. It's too bad. Oh well. Gotta can this video then. Done.
Did I just say...
Yep, yeah, you did.
Oh my God.
Good. Anyway, United have been on absolute fire outside of the young boys result. Ronaldo's already scored 3 goals in 2 games. They are looking absolutely fantastic. Solskjaer has them purring like a kitten. That's right, I've gone from fire Solskjaer to manager of the year. Wait till they lose again, at which point it's fire Solskjaer again. I hear Jurgen Klopp wants to come in and beat... No, I'm just being ridiculous. United look really good. Villa are storming to a victory over Everton right now. But forget about that. United to beat Villa 3-0.
Yes, I think Manchester United will win as well, despite Villa having a storming win over Everton and scoring some great goals. I just don't see sides being able to match Man United.
Not anymore.
There's no Champions League midweek. It's only League Cup, so they don't have to risk any of the big players. And
they will though. Ronaldo is definitely, and Fernandes are both going to play against West Ham, aren't they?
I would like to see Wood getting a start.
Yep. Well, if they're going to rest Ronaldo, then yeah.
And I'd like to see Man United carry on with good form, because it's keeping this young man happy, and that's always good to see. And God knows I need some happiness, because yikes, Oxford United. But 3-1 Man United.
Chelsea versus Manchester City.
Fucking what a big game. What a big game.
And we're watching it.
Is this the title decider?
Yes.
Is this the one, along with the games against Man United and Liverpool and all the other games, is this one going to be the one that decides the title?
Yes, and I believe you said it best. Why are Man City not going to win the title?
They haven't got a striker.
They haven't got a striker.
How many times did I tell you?
It showed.
Finally.
0-0 with Southampton, a really poor result. I think we can just assume Chelsea win. It seems a safe assumption. Chelsea win.
A game that was played in alternate realities, where we had red cards and non-red cards, penalties and non-penalties, goals and non-goals. What happened? What happened in that City game?
What?
Is he the master of time and space?
Oh, with the VAR and the goals going in and the goals not going in and the Kyle Walker's being...
Turn back the clock, Pep, or go to a universe where you did sign Harry Kane, because you're going to need him. Because Chelsea are going to beat City here, Thomas. They've got the number on City.
Do they have the bit between their teeth?
How many times has Tuchel beaten Pep already?
3.
And when was the last meaningless game Champions League final? Chelsea 1-0. Lukaku.
3-0 Chelsea. This is where Pep realises he's got to really pull something out this season.
Would you say he needs to put a Pep in his step?
It's a good old North London derby, because it's Arsenal hosting Tottenham Hotspur.
They're back! They're fucking back, Thomas. They're back. You can't say shit. It doesn't get any better than a 1-0 win over Burnley. This is 90s style Arsenal here. 1-0 to the Arsenal all day long. You go and beat a swashbuckling side like Norwich. You back it up with playing against a load of rugby players, basically, in Burnley. Tottenham, you're not going to have a chance. You play boring football anyway. 1-0 Gunners. Carry it on, Arteta. We love you. 10-year contract.
It's definitely not going to happen. Spurs are a lot harder to beat than I thought they were going to be this season. That's what Nuno does, though. He turns his teams into just rocks at the back. I have got a 2-0 victory here for Spurs, and all of a sudden Arteta's going to lose his mind again.
I was just thinking of how good they were in the 3-0 loss to Palace. They were a rock at the back that day.
Well, they had a man sent off. And God knows why, by the way. That tackle, the second one, is just... He sat there arguing. He's just nowhere near them.
We spoke about that.
I know.
But we haven't seen how Spurs got on this weekend, so we don't know. But what was your score again?
2-0 Spurs.
Yeah.
Brentford versus Liverpool. All-conquering Brentford. They've beaten the Gunners. They've beaten Wolves. They've played football in between those because
They're the only side to beat Arsenal this season.
No, everyone beat Arsenal this season. But, except for Burnley.
Look, they had a great result over Wolves.
Yep.
And these are the games that the Brentford fans want. These are the games that you get promoted in the Premier League for, is to play against your Liverpools, to play against the very best of the best. And I'm expecting this to be a good game.
Yeah.
But I just have a feeling Liverpool are going to win it because they look like they are playing some pretty good stuff at the moment.
Oh, yeah, no.
Begrudgingly, you have to say they're looking pretty good.
The top four looks really exciting. The title race this season looks really exciting, especially if City can spring a surprise on Chelsea. And
no Liverpool fans here, folks.
Nope.
But even we have to admit they are looking pretty good.
It's really annoying. Mane, I think he just scored his 100th goal. Wow. Salah just can't stop scoring goals. I think Naby Keita got a goal for them as well.
If you're looking, this is just a weird thing. This is Liverpool fans only about they're watching. How high up on the list of Liverpool legends are the likes of Salah and Mane?
I feel like Mane is going to be the sort of player that is totally undervalued by all of us. And then when he leaves, you're just like, just goal the game, just go.
Why are we not scoring goals anymore?
Yeah.
But they look backing somewhere to what they did in that title-winning season, where they just don't look like dropping many points in many games at all. Yeah. And unfortunately, I'd love to be proved wrong, but I think Brentford are going to win. But I'll let you.
2-0 Liverpool.
I'm going to go 2-1.
Leeds United versus West Ham United.
This, on paper, should be a ding-dong battle.
Oh, it should be absolutely great. Leeds have just about starting to hit their stride now. They're looking a little bit better going forward. They're still conceding random goals.
They got the Oxford United.
Yeah. They love conceding a late goal, don't they? But they are starting to look a lot better. Bamford is doing his normal thing where he's providing service to everyone. He looks like quite a good striker up front. But West Ham United, Ian, I know they're going to lose 9-0 to Man United twice in a row here, but they're looking pretty good.
Oh, I'm sorry. The Bamford thing just brought a little bit of vomit up in the back.
Yeah. Jack Grealish shouldn't play for England.
Awful.
I know.
He is terrible, Patrick Bamford. He gets worse every week. Own worst enemy, weren't they, against Newcastle?
Yeah.
They should have put the game to bed.
As always.
And West Ham are looking really good as well.
Oh, they look great.
I think this one should be an entertaining game because neither side really looks like they want to defend very much. So, I know you're going to back Leeds. I'll back West Ham 3-2 Hammers.
It's the Moises songs, isn't it? Let's go 4-0 Leeds United.
All he does is win.
Very quickly, I'd like to thank our Patreon subscribers, particularly the ones on the championship tier and above. So thank you to Robert Allen, Christina Allen, PJ Simpson, and Matthew Bowden. If you guys are enjoying this channel, please like and subscribe and comment, but do consider supporting us on Patreon. It allows us to do a lot more. It allows us to, watch games. It allows us to go to games. We really appreciate it. We're actually spending a bit of our Patreon money to go watch Sheffield Wednesday play Oxford United this coming weekend. So check that out, or next weekend, but check that out. There'll be a ton of videos coming out. And very quickly, please consider following, liking, subscribing, and paying for tips from Grandstand Bettors, because they are a fantastic tipster website and they produce some gold. So check them out.
Back to the predictions, folks. And if you thought the first round was quick, you wait till you get to speed round. Everton versus Norwich.
2-0 Everton.
Yeah, you'd like to think so, wouldn't you? They need to bounce back after a bad defeat.
Awful. This is awful.
Bad defeat to Villa, which is just coming to an end. Norwich have shown very little. Couldn't even beat Watford. So another defeat. Could Norwich even go a whole season without picking up a point? We will see. They ain't picking up one here. 3-0 Everton.
Leicester City versus Burnley.
Burnley are going to win this game by 1-0. I hate Leicester City now. They really bore me. I can't be bothered with them anymore.
Really? After the Napoli result, where it was 2-0 and they went to 2-1?
All the crap at me.
I like Leicester City more than that. I'm worried about Burnley this season. I don't want to sit here and talk about it a huge amount, but they are looking really poor this year. They haven't brought anyone in. All that American money has in fact turned to what we thought it was, which is dust and fake promises. So I'm going to go for a Leicester City 1-0 victory.
Is that the name of the guy? Dust and fake promises.
Yeah.
Watford versus Newcastle United.
I hate those jokes you make where I'm still giggling like 10 seconds later just because it tickled me at the right
They don't have
place.
enough.
So, Newcastle United got really lucky. Alan St. Maximin, they're ace in the hole that they tend to have to use in games like they did. I think they're going to beat this Watford side. These are the games that keep Newcastle up year in, year out. And they always look good in them as well. So, 2-0 and Steve Bruce lives to fight another day.
I think like that 1-1 draw just sort of pleased no one.
Yeah.
It just
Classic.
Newcastle fans can't really get so angry about it, like to start the riots in the streets about Bruce out. So he lives to fight another day, but they might start it after this game because I do think Watford will beat them. They had a great result against Norwich. I think they'll carry it on. I'm going to go for a 1-0 Watford win.
You love backing Watford.
Dude,
Scum.
Elton John.
Into the penultimate match, it's Southampton hosting Wolverhampton Wanderers.
I'm going to back Southampton to get something here, Tom. I think it could be... I'm not sure if they had a great result against City. They haven't had a win yet this season, I don't think. But I think they're going to get it here because Wolves just don't look like... They're doing everything, but they're not winning games. They've got no end product, creating lots of chances, but that was a poor result against Brentford.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for a 2-1 Southampton win.
Yeah, I'm going to go for 3-0 Southampton win. Wolverhampton just look toothless.
Really?
They look toothless right now.
But do you not think that, like, we talked about how they're creating chances, but they're just not bouncing the right? They had a couple of really unlucky ones, didn't they?
A bit, but there was the one Jimenez chance where you go, it's just a foot wide and anything else, any better contact. But Adama Traore to me overhit every single cross outside that one ball. They're all overplaying it. The free kick Podence one where he fakes the guy three times and just runs into his leg.
And they look ropey at the back.
They are so ropey at the back. Like Brentford cut him open multiple times. They should have had 4. They genuinely should have. Anyway, Wolves are going to lose. Final game: Crystal Palace versus Brighton and Hove Albion.
Well, I hope Palace win because they've got Vieira and he did play in the greatest Premier League side of all time. He isn't invincible. So let's hope Palace get something here because Brighton are very much just like, who cares about Brighton? 2-0 to the Eagles versus Seagull. This is like that faux pas derby game, isn't it? Everybody's a derby, but no one cares about it other than those.
Well, I mean, they both needed derby time. So, yeah. It's going to be 2-1 to Palace. Palace are going to be too strong for Brighton, but Brighton will make a fist of it, and one day soon, as you said, Graham Potter, for Arsenal.
This is that derby where something happened in a game that one time that made it like angry and made it a derby.
Yeah,
sounds about right. That's why.
Thank you for watching, thank you for commenting, thank you for subscribing. I'm assuming you've all done that, but if you haven't, please go ahead and do that. We really love the support, and we will see you next week for the next round of Premier League predictions.